What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday over here. Bitcoin not doing too much at this time. It is underneath 27K. Got as close as to about 26K earlier today. Now, this is a danger zone, which I've talked about because as of yesterday's post, I did talk about a bearish pattern that has been seen with Bitcoin. If this completely breaks down, that could take Bitcoin back down to about 25K, and that could also take quite a bit of the altcoins down with it. So something to be paying attention to at this time. I'm sorry I also had to cut my earlier video short earlier today because I had to bring the dogs back inside. They just couldn't stop barking at the neighbors. But we are going to be talking more about Bitcoin as well as the main topic here, which is Hedera Hashgraph HBAR token. That is going to be the main topic of this video. Has this coin been able to break out of its downtrend? Is there going to be more upside, as well as going to be taking a look into some key price levels that this price action does need to break? Also going to be exploring the downside as well, because that's also important and realistic. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinions and sentiments on this market later in this video, so make sure to stay around for that. Lastly, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It is purely my personal opinions and speculations. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor nor an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear markets. But I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, if you guys feel pumped, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into the charts. All right, so we do have HBAR here currently at about 5 cents. Up pretty slightly today. Bitcoin also pumped a little bit, so I'm pretty sure it has driven quite a bit of the altcoins to the upside with it. Okay, that is still the main driver of this crypto market, in my opinion. So very important to look at that later as well into more detail. But on this weekly time frame here for HBAR, it looks like this price action has broken to the upside, right? I did mention that last time. Measure target here is going to be about 9.6 cents area for this falling wedge breakout on this weekly time frame, right? After it has broken out, okay, it has basically reached as high as what it looks like to be about 7.6 cents area, right, before getting rejected and then getting a rebound back here at about 4.6 cent area. Okay, let's see what's going on. What could be going on a lower time frame here, and see if we can get any clues on what could be happening on a higher time frame. Okay, so I mentioned this smaller falling wedge here, right, on this daily time frame. Measure target out of this breakout is going to be about 6 cents area. Price action has broken out, actually retested this upper trend line here, okay, before getting a bounce back upwards. So in my opinion, this breakout is still very much valid. Price action has broken out, stayed on top of this upper trend line before getting another leg higher. Let's take a look into a even smaller time frame here, okay? Let's see if we can get any ideas on if this is a bullish or bearish trading pattern, and see if this price action will continue towards this smaller measure target of about 6 cents area. Okay, real quick, measure targets are estimates only. Okay, it is a trading concept. Go ahead and Google search that for yourself. It is not an automatic. It's not automatic that the price action is going to get there, right? It's an estimate. It could be over, under, and it could also take some time to get there as well. And there's a lot of what ifs in between, right? Let's take a look into what's going on a smaller time frame here. Come to the 2-hour time frame, and I mentioned this smaller falling wedge last time. Looks like the price action try to break out of it. However, it did break back into the pattern, so that invalidates this smaller, even smaller falling wedge on this lower time frame, right? This is the 2 hour. And then if we actually see here, we can actually see some type of a, in my opinion here, this is a rounded bottom, right? You have your bottoms rounding. That is at least a good sign for the bulls, right? And it could potentially turn into a cup and handle here, right? With the neckline to be about 5.25 cents area, just right here. Okay, so you have your cup, right? And then the handle is developing, and the measured target out of this cup and handle is basically you measure from the neckline down to the bottom of the pattern. And then we get about a 5.6 cents measure target. That's pretty close to that, to this measure target right here at about 6 cents, a little short of that. Something to note here is that when you break out of this pattern, you also want to note the past trading history here as resistance, because I didn't consider this part to be part of the cup and handle pattern because of some of these outlier wicks right here. But it is also, it's still important to consider the resistance right here, right? 5.27, 5.28 cents area, and then about I would just say 5.4 cents area. Okay, so even if you break out of this cup and handle, do mind these 3 wicks here on this 2 hour time frame that could be acting as resistance. You could get rejections there, where sell pressure might come in. So all of these trading concepts, please do Google search it yourself. Be curious. Cup and handles, falling wedges, measure targets. Very important to note is public knowledge, absolutely free to just Google it, verify what I'm saying. Don't just listen to some guy on YouTube blindly without doing your own research, right? Because the most important thing you can actually get from watching content like this is basically the knowledge and information, so you can be able to eventually do this and chart this on your own, right? It's gonna be a process, but it's gonna be a rewarding process. Now let's take a look into some key price levels. This price action does need to break in order to go to the upside. Now we do have the weekly 21, which is the blue line here. Quite a bit of trend lines here, so a little hard to see. It's going to be about 5.2 cents area, your weekly 21. Your weekly 50 SMA is going to be about that 5.6 cents area. Weekly 200 SMA, the orange line here is way out there, about 12 cents area. So, not too much of a worry in terms of resistance. Monthly 21 is the blue line here, currently at about 8.8 cents area. Three-day 21 and 50, it looks like it's going to be about your 5.2 cents area to about 5.4 cents area. 3-day 200 SMA is going to be about your 8.4 cents area, the orange line here. Daily 50 SMA, 5.4 cents area. Daily 200 SMA, 5.5 cents area, very close to each other. Price action is right above the daily 21 SMA. I would say it's about 5 cents area, right? That's going to be your key support. Now, note that I have just named the noticeable key resistances going upwards. There are going to be other key resistances that you need to look for on your own time based on past trading history, but that's going to take quite some time. So I'm not going to do that here for time's sake, and that's going to bore you. So that's going to be your key resistances going upwards. Let's take a look into some key supports going downwards. Since we don't have as many major moving averages on the beneath the price action, we're going to look into past trading history, okay? So first of all, we have the daily 21 SMA, immediate support about that 5 cents area, okay? we're gonna come to the monthly. Poco. Okay, so we're gonna come to the monthly time frame here. Sorry about that. Where? Poco. Come on. Hey. Come on. All right. I'm just gonna do this real quick, okay? So we do have key support here, right? Key support here. The next key support down is going to be based on this past trading history from June of this year, which is going to be 4 cents area. And then December, January, from these two candles here on the monthly time frame, is going to be your 3.7 cents area. Okay, so 4 cent area and then 3.7 cents area. That is going to be quite a bit of a way down. Those are going to be your next two key levels of support to be paying attention to. If the price action breaks those two key supports, we're going to come back and take another look and see what's going on in this market, because we could very well be looking at something else. If enough of you guys want to see HBAR, do like, subscribe, comment, and I will bring you guys another update. Let's go to Bitcoin real quick and see what's going on. Okay, so very quickly, I just want to point out, right, Bitcoin has been able to stay away from a double top breakdown on the weekly time frame, which is the most important thing right now. Now, on a shorter time frame here, I pointed out this head and shoulders pattern on this 4-hour time frame, which is a very bearish pattern, right? And the measure target from that breakdown is going to be about 25.2K area. Price action did break down from that neckline of about 26.35, 26.3, right? That's the neckline of that head and shoulders. Since the breakdown, though, you can still chart a falling wedge. So this is going to be an interesting scenario. You know, you break down from a bearish pattern and then, you know, you form a bullish pattern, right? So let's see what happens, right? Is this going to be a bear trap? I am going to be paying a lot of attention to this because it's going to affect how I open, if I open new positions, right, into the market. My personal sentiment and opinions on this market, overall crypto market, is still bullish at this time. I am still long on quite a bit of altcoins. But, you know, this is what I'm watching, right? This is what I'm watching. This is what I'm paying attention to. Now, that basically wraps up my post for this post. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time, and I'll see you guys later.